Well, anyways, today we decided to sit down and watch Ed Wood's Bride of the Monster. And, well, I'm going to let Nick start here because, well, he's the newest special guest. So what did you think, Nick?
Well, I liked it. I have a soft spot for these cheesy B-movie 1950s horror movies. You know, with their creaky sets and their, you know, all about atomic power and, like, mad doctors doing stuff and everything. I really have a lot of soft spot for it.
Yeah, I thought...
It's not as bad as Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Ooh.
This one is actually quite competent.
Yeah, it plays out better than Plan 9 from Outer Space, but I think that's one of the reasons I would rather watch Plan 9 over this, but it was funny, like it had some funny things about it, but it was kind of slow paced at times.
I prefer this one because I still, even with Lugosi in such a bad movie, it's still Lugosi.
Yeah.
You watch him, you're just completely upset. I just love Lugosi.
I think, like, the only other thing I'd say is, like, Lugosi, like, of course, you know, he's given top billing and everything, and everyone's like, oh, he's the star of the movie, he's fucking amazing. He's not in the movie a whole lot. A lot of the movie is spent focusing on this annoying fucking bitch-ass reporter who's, like, the worst actress in the whole film, I might add.
It used to be a newspaper reporter could get information around this place.
What in the world do you mean?
Now he makes like a comic. Dick Craig, I don't put much stock in the future success of our married life if already you're holding out secrets on me. You've been dodging me all day.
Where'd you get an idea like that?
You mean you haven't been dodging me?
No.
And all those times I called and Kelton said the line was busy, it really was.
Yes.
Okay, let's have the story on Lake Marsh and the monster.
Yeah,
So-
it's worse than Ed Wood's girlfriend in the film. But no,
Oh.
yeah, but then you see that in a lot of these horror
Yeah.
movies where he will appear, like, you know, he will appear.
Yeah.
He is the main character though.
Yeah.
He's the villain. He can't be in every scene.
I know, but it's like, it just felt like a lot of times there was a lot of slow pacing. The movie's not even that long, it's only like, what, 69 minutes? 69.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like, it's not incredibly long, but it, you know, it felt kind of slow, and also, it seems that Ed Wood tried to put in as many references to old Universal horror movies as possible.
Yeah, there's a lot of White Zombie in it. Which
Yeah.
White Zombie isn't a Universal film though.
When he does this thing, like in White Zombie, where he does the hypnosis thing.
Yeah, and the fact that the woman's in a bride's outfit, which may
Yeah.
have just been because it was called Bride of the Monster, but there was no real point for her to be in a
Yeah,
bride's outfit.
There's no real point. He just sort of did it like, fuck it. It's kind of like in Bride of Frankenstein, you know?
Mhm.
Like they had her in the white dress and whatnot. And then, of course, throughout the movie, Bela Lugosi's hypnotizing the girl, doing the whole thing, which he does still really well, but it doesn't really, you know, add up a lot. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, Bela?
What you need now is rest. Rest. You will sleep. Sleep.
This is not Dracula.
Yeah, his
Can't-
powers are not explained very well how he has them.
Yeah, it's like, like you were saying throughout the movie, like, that's not in the script, he just thinks he can actually do it.
Yeah, he's so completely high at this point, he just believes he can hypnotize people.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Ed Wood's off camera going, like, yeah, just go along with it, yeah. Because at this point he was addicted to morphine and completely fucked. Oh, speaking of doubles.
Yeah, there's the unconvincing double for Lugosi in this film as well, which
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the same person because you never see his face. If I saw his face, I'd be like, look, it's the chiropractor. Aha!
Yeah. Like it. But there's one thing we noticed when Bela was fighting Tor Johnson at the end of the film. He's wearing platform shoes. I'm not joking, he's wearing platform shoes, and we were like...
To make him seem big, because he's transformed by this point. He's not that Almighty, you know, it's still Bela
Yeah.
Lugosi.
It's still Bela fucking short-haired, crazy, morphine-addicted Lugosi.
Fighting Tor Johnson, who doesn't speak in this film for reasons that
Yeah.
Plan 9 showed why.
I said get out!
It's like there's the whole thing with this. I guess he's Russian. I don't know. This Russian.
Yeah, well, I think he's Russian because he looks a bit like Leon Trotsky.
Yeah, there's this
And he's
guy.
called Savosky or something. And it's like,
Yeah.
we need you to come back to Arcady. They never explain what country he is
Yeah.
or anything. And this is 1950s. It would have been Stalin era, and I don't think he would have been able to escape the country. If they didn't like what he was doing, Stalin would have just purged him
Yeah.
and put him to a gulag.
I am considered an authority on the subject of prehistoric monsters. However, I must admit that my investigation failed to get the desired results.
But it's like, of course, the character, the Russian guy, whatever his name is, I just called him Van Helsing because he looks like Van Helsing. But basically, throughout the film, like the detectives brought him in because they said like, oh, he could help us because he's like done stuff involving monsters and whatnot, even though he's never successfully caught a monster. You
Well,
know?
it's explained that he's been hunting Lugosi for years, and every time he hears of monsters, he appears to try and see if it's Lugosi.
Yeah.
So obviously he's been hunting Lugosi
Yeah.
for a long time.
Home. I have no home. Hunted, despised, living like an animal. The jungle is my home. That I will show the world that I can be its master. I will perfect my own race of people. A race of atomic supermen which will conquer the world.
You know, the police officers never really did a lot of background check on this guy, did they? They just sort of took his word for it. It was like, fuck it.
The night shots are not very good. A lot of the time they're very badly filmed.
The lighting is awful.
Well, when
absolutely.
it's a lightning storm, it is, because they kind of decide to stop lighting it properly and just lighting with a spotlight that occasionally goes off. Well, a lot of the other night shots are actually done a lot better.
Yeah, like later in...
Yeah, some of the stock footage is very badly tinted to make it look dark as well.
Yeah, that's like
The crocodile scenes are very badly tinted.
Like the stock footage of the octopus in the tank, that's not too bad. Like. But, of course, until it's meant to seem like the octopus is attacking someone, and the stock footage shows no reference of another person near
And
the
it's
octopus.
clearly just a really bad Robert, like when Trotsky dies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I liked the police inspector because he clearly has some sort of bird he keeps in his office the whole time.
I was like the
Which
whole
is not
time I was
budgie.
like, who puts a bird on their shoulder? I mean, Christ's sake, even he's got that weird with his budgie.
But no, it's still an enjoyable little movie to watch.
Yeah. I think the movie's worth watching just for the last 10 minutes alone. That's where it got
I've
really
seen
fun.
worse monster movies.
Oh yeah, I've easily seen worse monster movies. Lockjaw.
Or even 1950s style B movies.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot
Robot
worse.
monster. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh, but the ending is it's just one of the most over-the-top, ridiculous endings that makes absolutely no sense. And then they wrap in with that line, was it tampering in God's domain, and then it's the end, and it's like, what the fuck did I just watch?
He
tampered in God's domain.
But I think, in conclusion, it's alright. It's funny, it's interesting to watch, it's a bit slow at times, and some of the acting, of course, is really bad, but if you're curious to see the last movie that Bela Lugosi actually starred in, and I'm not talking stock footage here, then, you know, give this one a watch.
If I might say something.
What?
Hi guys. No, what I just want to say is, well, the thing about Ed Wood Jr. movies is that, well, you can't really give them a bad review.
Not really.
No, because they're enjoyable. Yeah, because you see, it's like what I said about a while back to a friend of mine about certain like Disney Channel original movies. You know, you can't really pick on them or criticize them really much because it's like picking on a retarded kid. You know, because basically all you did was pick on a retarded kid. What, does that make you feel big, does it? You know? Does that make you feel big? Does it, Nick?
No.
Does it?
We're just giving it...
I attacked Beach... Oh, no. Sorry. My time twin, Nick, attacked Beach Girls and the Monster, and that's a lot worse than this movie. Well, your friend, or time twin Nick, picked on a retarded kid.
Well, all we're doing is giving this movie constructive criticism, although the criticism can't be taken on board because Ed Wood's dead. But, what can you do? In conclusion, I would say...
Not that he wasn't great.
In conclusion, I would say it's worth watching, but I would recommend watching Plan 9.
If you're going for bad 50s B movies, you know, I mean, I only saw the last 10 minutes of it, but I think that's probably all I needed to see. I thought this was far more enjoyable than Plan 9. I saw a lot of Plan 9. I've seen Plan 9 before.
Well, we're not finished though.
I watched it with Chris.
We're not finished though. We still got Night of the Ghouls to watch, and then we got Glen or Glenda, and I'm not referring to you.
Yeah, I know you're not referring. Yeah. I'm not going to do any of this. Teleporting power!
I hate it when he does that. Alright, well, tune in next time to Dragon Cast Movie Vault. In the meantime, I'm going the fuck home. Where's the monster my ass? It's a new coat. I don't know. Your father left this to me in good hands before he died. Use it well. A Harry Potter reference, really? My father's not even dead. Whatever. New coat. Hey! What, if right-wing Nick has powers, then I get powers too. Like an arsehole. Well, it's a decent ending, I guess. New coat and everything. Yeah. Well, anyways, Merry Christmas to all, and if you're not Christian or you don't celebrate Christmas, then Happy Holidays. And two more things, actually. I started a Twitter page, so here's the link right here, and if it's not here, then it'll be in the description. And also, here's the link to Nick's page right here. And if it's not here, then it'll be in the description also. So, yeah, check out the Twitter page and check out Nick's page. So, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in 2012.
Overall, I think it was a mistake inviting him here. Yeah, how do you do that teleporting thing? It is not for you to know the powers of the ninja.